Take care, guys. Have fun. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck too much.
Holy crap, just blew everywhere. Something happened down there? Moose?
2 moose. 3 mechanics to keep a 2-stroke going. Unbelievable.
Sledaddicz is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbides, Matra Performance, Ultimax Belts, Stud Boy Studs, and Radio World.
This is the OG Sled Den. We'll give you guys a quick tour where we stayed last night. They put us up in our own house, basically. Beautiful dining room table, big screen TV here, 4 bedrooms upstairs, and then we were all chilling here where Frank is. We had a nice little seating area, and then downstairs was where all our gear went. So it was awesome. They were able to accommodate us again for this year, just because we were shuffling things around based on the storm and the snowfall. And looks like we're all set. The guys are just getting their stuff together. And let's head outside. Welcome to beautiful Rivière-au-Claude. We are here this morning just getting our things together at the Sled Den. Pretty amazing spot. They are absolutely full. They got a bunch of backcountry riders that are in there for the weekend. They've got a women's clinic that's actually happening. There's Frank, there's Jason, and we actually lucked out and Eva hooked us up and gave us the original Sled Den, which is what you see here. So we had the whole house to ourselves last night. Beautiful stay, awesome steak dinner. She's a chef and made us a fantastic meal. We also had a great breakfast this morning with eggs, beans, and ham. She packed us up some little sandwiches and tortillas for our ride today, which is pretty awesome. Just going to get a few things together, but day 6 is about to begin. We are going to be leaving the Sled Den here in Rivière-au-Claude, and we're going to be making our way to Matain today. We've got a lunch stop planned, and I think we're about 250k day today, around that. And should be nice. We got a beautiful bluebird day once again in the mountains for the first part of our trip, and then we'll get out of them as soon as we get a little bit further towards Rimouski area. All right, we're gonna get our things together. We'll see you guys from the trail shortly. Cold the cold start is. Listen to how slowly it'll turn over. I always give it 2 shots. If it doesn't turn right away, I give it 2 pushes, and then it goes. All right, just gonna go inside and say goodbye to Eva. She honestly went above and beyond to help us out, so that was good. Morning. Oh yeah? Oh, is he tired?
Yeah, poor guy.
Thank you again so much, honestly, for everything. I really appreciate it. It was always a blast. I wish I'd get out here more often, but
yeah,
it's tough. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a really busy winter and busy rest of the winter. Hopefully it goes really well. That's good. It should be an awesome year. I don't see why it wouldn't be, so. All right, we're going to make our way.
Okay, safe travels.
Yep, for sure.
Enjoy.
Take care, guys. Have fun. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck too much.
What's the fun of that?
Yeah, it'll be beautiful. It should be really nice. All right, have fun.
You too.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Safe time. See you next year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, for sure. I'll be back. I'm going to come every year for sure.
You guys need one?
I'm going to take, you know what? I'll take the guys just 2 waters.
Yeah, got it.
Thanks. Okay, we'll see ya.
Take care.
Frank, you got room for water? No?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
And we're back at the TQ5. I know. I gotta stop for a sec. Oh, there's some sledders ahead of us. I gotta plug in my helmet because it's not plugged in. And I always forget to do that. What a view. Oh my god. Just ocean. Really Gulf, but basically ocean. We're coming right up to the lookout here. Imagine all these guys are gonna stop at it too. Just gorgeous. You can see the first like couple hundred feet from the shoreline is frozen, and then the rest of it's open water. There's the lookout. Making a lineup of sleds here. How's it going, man? Jesse, nice to meet you. It's gorgeous out here.
Yeah, you mind taking a picture of all
Yeah, absolutely.
that? Yeah, I think it's ready to go.
There you go. Vertical, horizontal, one of both.
Whatever you prefer.
Sure.
Come on over here, Mike.
Pretty high up.
And then after that,
Where are you guys from?
Peterborough.
Oh, Peterborough? Nice.
Cap chat was.
Have you guys been out here a bunch?
I've never been here.
Oh, it's a little unnerving at first, but then you just sort of get used to it.
You don't want to be missing any corners up here.
Last year when I came through here, it was worse because there was no snowbanks on the side. There was really low snow. First stop of the morning, just coming down Mont Saint Anne, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the boys ahead of me there and the ocean on my right. It's so nice. These are probably the best views of the trip. The last two mountains, one from yesterday and then this one here this morning, is just gorgeous. Like, look at the view. Wow. And when you're coming through these areas, it's pretty crazy. You're right on the side of the mountains. I guess these are like old roads, probably old logging roads that they created back in the day. I was telling the guys last year was even more sketchy because there wasn't as much snow, so the banks on the sides were nowhere close to as high as they are now. So you just take your time going up and coming down again. It's pretty wild. Pretty steep. And most of our morning ride today will be through the mountains, but it's just unbelievable. And then as soon as you get out of the region, I think probably like 50 or so K outside the region, it starts to become more the same terrain we experienced yesterday before coming in the mountains. More bush running. There's a little bit of wide open running as soon as you get more towards Matain. So they haven't dragged this really yet. It's more so just making the trail again. So they put the groomers through to push the snow out of the way. And they do that quickly before they'll run a drag through here, but it should be good now as it's packed down by lots of sleds that have gone through. It makes it easier for the machines to get by.
Another beautiful view of the Gulf here. Gorgeous. And then back into the climb. That's what the first half of today will be, going up into the mountains and back down and up and down. Beautiful view of all the mountains ahead. The scenery up here is just unparalleled. Big group coming. 3 guys behind him, 2, 1 guy left. It's always nice when people use hand signals when it's safe to do so. I think the signal lights are a great product, but it's also the limit there is the education. People need to know what they mean. I do, but I would wager to bet most sledders don't. The whole thing with the hand signals, I understand, like if you're in a corner or like you can't safely let go of one hand to do it, then don't do it. But if you can safely do it, it's just a nice courtesy. Gorgeous. What'd you say, Mike? What'd you say? Yeah, thank God it's not a single one. Holy crap, just blew everywhere. Wow. Are we going into the ocean? Looks like we're headed straight for it. As far as you can see, I can see at the very end of that is the other side of Quebec that goes up through Bay of Como to Sept-Îles. That's next year's trip. We gotta get that to happen. Just look at this, man. Like, you do not get to see this anywhere else. At least I haven't on the snowmobile. It's cool to see like the first little bit of the coastline frozen and then it turns to open water. So today is gonna be another 240 kilometer day, making our way from Rivière-au-Claude down. We're gonna get gas in Matra, which is like a card lock coming up here shortly in about 20k, and then we'll make our way through Saint-Anne-de-Monts and then down into Auberge Grand Nature, or sorry, Village Grand Nature de la Chic Chocs. We'll have lunch there, and then make our way to Matain, where we're staying at the Riotel. That is the plan for today, with about 4,000 stops for photos.
I was talking to Jay. He basically told me, he's like, I'm like, Jay, what do you think of the trip so far? And he's like, honestly, Mike, if I never snowmobile again, this is it for me. I've seen it. I don't know if you guys have any other places that you think we should tour that compare. I would love to know where they are. I know these boys are gonna head to the Christmas mountains for a couple of days, and I gotta head back and get back to the wife and my dogs and work for a bit, which is also supposed to be another beautiful area. But from what I've heard, absolutely nothing yet tops the Gaspesie. So my plan is to do a ride here every year that I can. If I can do a week away here every season, that's going to be the goal.
Making our way down, we're just about to be turning into the gas station, or into the local trail that goes to the gas station. Yep, there are some moose tracks there. Poor guy was tired. He wanted the trail to walk on. Oh, there are the sledders. Slow down. What a terrible place to stop on the left side of the trail. Something happened down there? Moose?
Two moose.
Oh, the two moose, yeah. Are they? Oh, there they are. Wow. No, not anymore, but I saw one. That is just awesome. Yeah, dude. I'm running right behind them. The moose are having a fun time running down the trail. Look at that. You don't see that every day. Make sure to keep your distance from them and be respectful. You don't want them to ram you. But those are full-fledged moose. They were? That's why I kept the distance. As soon as I saw one turn around, I was ready to go.
They charged me.
They're right in front here. What?
Followed them for a long time?
Yeah, like quite a while.
Oh yeah?
They're running down the trail for like a couple kilometers. No, dude, but they're on this trail. They ran all the way down it. I was following them. I was right on them for a couple minutes, and then one looked at me and was about to charge me, and then I stopped, and then he kept going. But I'm taking my time here because I didn't... Oh, there they are. They're running all the way down into town. Okay, I'm stopping. Yeah, just wait. There they are. Nice and slow. I don't particularly want to have an... No, bro, they're still running on the trail. I don't particularly want to have an encounter with a moose. They might have just jumped off there, but we'll see their tracks. No, they're right on... Oh, they might have just jumped off there. Yeah, you'll come over that hill, you're going to see them. It's nice and slow. Oh, did they go onto the road? Nice and slow. You find them? They went right across. Okay, even better. Only in God's country. Look at that. Okay, well, our adventure into Matra for gas was a little more adventurous than we thought, with some moose on the trail. Most important thing is to keep your distance, because you don't want them charging you, because that will hurt. That wouldn't be too fun. Trail's plowed right into the Harnose, which is a card lock here. Time to fill her up with premium fuel, mint. Nice little gas stop here at the Harnose. Card lock. Now making our way back onto the TQ5 and and west. And then we're gonna get up to pass through St. Anne de Monts on our way to the Village Grand Nature for some lunch. Through the frozen tundra. A little more inland now, but you can still see the Gulf to the right. I saw some of the rest of the guys on the trail to the right there, right over the trees. The visibility's cool. Trail goes right there. There they are. Dropping around the side of these mountains. Nice and open here. This reminds me a lot of the Christmas Mountains area of New Brunswick. Mint. And looks like we're leaving the Tyrrell Club, and this would be the Mont Logan Club now. Or maybe, yeah, the Mount Logan Club, or if there's a St. Anne de Monts Club that I'm missing. There's the rest of that group. I think as we get west here, they definitely got more snow than out east. Like yesterday, through Murdochville towards Rivière-au-Claude, I would say about the same snow as down south, but now coming through here, it looks like more snow. And fresh groom coming into St. Anne de Monts. And I'm riding the poo-poo. Putting some miles on Jay's Polaris. It's a fun sled, man. Some sleds coming. Good old T-Cats. Well, 3 T-Cats in a row. Just under 20 kilometers from our lunch stop. There's the relay, St. Anne de Monts. We're gonna keep trucking along. There's the tractor. Clearly the guys listen to us. It looks like they're continuing as well. And here we are at the junction. So If you continue straight, that's the TQ5 West. We're going to be hanging a left, and this is going to take us into the Village Grand Nature. Let's roll. It's gorgeous. Look at the mountains. Those are the Chic Chocs. Those are real mountains. Even the mountains we went through today, like Mont Saint Pierre, pale in comparison to the Chic Chocs. And this is the balls to the wall type of trail, by the way.
Nice. Here's the spot. What a beautiful spot.
I know, right? Aren't you glad
Wow.
you're here instead of the St. Anne's Relay?
Yes, I am. And that's all because we're with Jesse from Sledaddicz. He is the master planner and knows how to really plan a snowmobile trip. I'm not kidding. All right, well, we've landed at Village Grand Nature, nestled here in the mountains. Those are the Chic Chocs back there behind me. Beautiful lunch spot here. We're going to relax, get some food, hang out, and get back at her.
I can't move. It was good.
What did you have?
I had the poutine that had like pepperoni, beef, peppers, you name it. It had it on.
And what was especially good today?
Oh, the barley soup.
The barley soup was fantastic. So try that out. It's a great spot. We're going to make our way outside. Jesse's dealing with some stuff for business right now, but the boys are just getting their stuff together.
Hi.
All right, we'll go this way. Beautiful view of the Chic Choc Mountains here too. Unreal. Look at that. Very popular spot to stop. The trail leading in here is absolutely fantastic. Straight, fast, quick. Really nice trail. And there's another expedition. Seems to be the most popular sled out here. Gonna wait for the guys to get their stuff together. We're back on the trail. We got about another 120k to go until we get into Matain, where we're going to be staying for tonight. And excited to get back there too. It's a nice spot. I was there last year again. So we're going to take our time this afternoon. Probably a couple more stops before we get in there. We got a fuel stop in about, I want to say 10 kilometers here. 10 to 15k maybe outside of town. There's a Petro can. So we're going to get a quick fuel stop there for the sleds, and then we'll continue on our way.
We're going to make our way back up to the 5 and then take it west for about 2 minutes and then go into Cap Chat to get gas at the Petro. That will be our last gas stop of the day, and that will take us right into Matain. So that's the local trail in. We're just coming back onto the 5. You can see Bay of Como on the other side there. That's cool. And here is the cutoff to go into Cap Chat. There's the sign for the Petro can. And that is where we will be going. Oh, there are the boys. Turn right there, guys. There we go. Little 4-kilometer rip into the gas station. Last gas stop of the day here in Cap Chat. Beautiful view of the Gulf there. How we doing there, Mike?
Doing good. Beautiful. Good pizza in here. Really good.
Better than what we had for lunch?
It's a good pizza. The lunch was fantastic, but this place has awesome pizza.
That's good to know. Well, final 110 kilometers of the rip. Be meant. So folks, we are just west of Cap Chat, and as you can see, It's hard to tell on camera, but it's pretty moguly through here. It's not like 3-foot moguls, but it's choppy. It's not mint. So we have a new word we're going to introduce to you. It's called NINT, N-I-N-T, stands for non-mint. So I'm expecting, based on the map, there should be about 40 kilometers of NINT trails, and then we should get into mint riding once we get into the Matain Club, 65 or so kilometers outside of Matain. But through these bumps, it really shows you how well these sleds work. I'm speaking to Mike right now. He's on the 900 Lynx. I'm on my comp. And they both just soak up these moguls like nothing. The faster you go, the more they eat them. Just phenomenal suspensions. Now this is the highway to heaven right here. Lots of sleds inbound. You can see for miles. Helps make good time back to Matain. Oh my God, Jason scared the shit out of me. He was waiting all day to do that.
We are rocking and rolling down the 5 still. Oh, some off-trail guys maybe? No, just another group there. And we finally got into some good groom trail. The last section for about 25K was pretty rough. So nice to be back on some groom trail now. It's perfect. Whew, nice. Beautiful shot there. Gorgeous. Go again with the goddamn 2-strokes. Look at this shit.
It's gotta be it. Mine is the same.
Yeah, same with ice?
Full
Okay.
ice.
Well, we need some more oil in this one. We need some more ice in this one.
Last night, so this sled's gotten over 500 kilometers with a tank of oil, which is pretty impressive. You need a pit crew for this operation.
Here we go. Panels are off again. Unbelievable. Filling fluids, folks. Got to keep these 2-strokes going.
We don't need the ice. Clarify that. I can run the rest of the day without it.
It's true. What'd you do? What'd you get to a tank of ice? 1,000K?
Well, it depends on how you rode it. It was 3/4 full this morning.
Okay, and you haven't filled. You've only filled it once, right?
What?
You've only filled it once.
I filled it twice.
Okay, so that's
But this is 4 liters, and I haven't. We've been riding for 7 days.
3 mechanics to keep a 2-stroke going. Unbelievable.
Yeah, steady on the.
With the oil, yeah. That's our trick.
Mike, come here for a sec.
It's a great trick, though. Yeah. If you do what you got to do, right? That's the way to do it.
What our sim kids do? Look at that. Look at that indentation. That's from the gas caddy.
Yeah, just a little bit of wear. That's perfect.
No, but
Same
I'm
with
saying,
this. Look.
Yeah, exactly. If not for this, that would be in my tunnel.
100%.
And this is a piece of plastic I can replace.
Yeah, 100%.
Canadian or 21 USD.
That's it. Yeah, that's a product that we're very happy about. That's done really well for us. And they work.
Undeniably.
Simple and easy. All right, we'll see you back at the hotel. You guys can play with all your shit, and we'll just continue riding.
Oh, we have so much time.
I'm just kidding. All right, while these clowns are playing with their 2-strokes, filling oil, filling ice fluid, me and Frank are gonna ride to the hotel. Oh God. That's the 2-smoke life.
It's the 2-smoke life. When you passed me, I almost had a coronary. I didn't expect it. I'm like looking in my mirror, I see you guys all, and then all of a sudden...
So realistically, top speed on these sleds are all the same. All the same.
What's the most you got, Jake?
Most I've ever seen is 186.
So you're fast.
In like ideal conditions, not this.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta put that back on. You're so close. You're almost.
Man, look at the mess. You gotta clean this up.
It's just the snow. That's it.
It's because of this.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wipe it before I use it.
Okay, folks, we're not environmentally friendly with these 2-strokes either.
Super, super sunny to end off the day. What a fun section. We got to go a little bit of a quicker pace the last 20 kilometers or so. through pretty straight logging roads. Now we're getting into a little bit of twisties, and we're 50 kilometers outside of Matain. The sun is just beaming down. What a day. Just coming into the Relay Saint Adele. Passing through and continuing on the TQ5. Yeah, it's definitely getting busier with traffic as we come back to Matain, that's for sure. We saw like no sleds the whole weekend. The whole week. It's also a Friday, so I don't know if it's Matain as much as the fact that it's a weekend.
All right, we just filled up, made it into Matain, and we're going to be attempting to get into the Rehotel. I was here last year, and it's a bit of a gong show to get in there. You got to run a little bit of pavement, a little bit of road, and all this kind of crap here. So I'm going to hopefully try to remember where we're going here. Yep. Hey, Cardo, music off. All right, we're gonna scooch down here, and then from what I remember, there's a road and where the crossing is, which is right up there. Okay, that's the road. So we're gonna go this way. Just be careful. Whoa! Okay, so we're gonna run around here. It's not too bad. It actually has more snow than we had on it last year. Last year there was pure bare pavement. Get a nice little view of the ocean here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the worst, most insane hill ever is up here. Watch out for the dogs. Here we go, Rehotel Matain. They might take a little, like a small little groomer, I'm not sure. Let's see if this is the same BS as last year. Think so? Okay, so this might be a little different than what we dealt with last year. I think this is much better. So last year we had to take that huge drop of a hill there. This looks much easier, like way easier. This was not available last year at all. Oh wow, super easy. Okay, let me just show you what we came down last year, okay? Take a look. Right here, they made a hill. Right here. See this? Look, you see the stakes there? So you used to come across the top, and they made a single track trail down the middle of that. Whoa, that's a bit sketchy. Woo! Yoo-hoo! That's easy. Okay, up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just rolling into the Rehotel here in Matain. As always, been an epic ride today. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride as always. This is day 6. Tomorrow will be day 7, and we're going to be finishing up our trip as we make it back to Rivière-du-Loup. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride for today. We are going to settle in, have a couple of beverages with the boys, and then we're going to hit the cargo restaurant. Thanks as always. We'll see you guys tomorrow.